Stephanie White, you are a joke.
Stephanie White forcing Caitlin Clark to learn a new system.
This is ridiculous.
You know, it's a different group. While system might still be very similar, it's a different group.
Indiana Fever unfortunately hired a snake oil saleswoman.
Stephanie White is going to be exposed as a fraud as a coach.
That's not good.
The WNBA world was rocked just moments ago when Stephanie White said the quiet part aloud.
That's not good to hear.
You can't come in here and try to change Caitlin Clark, the person. They don't want Caitlin Clark to do Caitlin Clark no more.
The WNBA world was rocked just moments ago when Stephanie White said the quiet part aloud.
Stephanie White speaking about Caitlin Clark actually learning this new system. And me personally, I feel like she's forcing Caitlin Clark.
The most captivating rookie in league history, Caitlin Clark, has officially left the system. That isn't conjecture. That isn't outrage from fans. The head coach said that directly.
Forcing her hand into making her learn this new offense. Listen to what she had to say.
There's so many things that go into, and I'm talking about being happy personally. Like, I want her to be happy personally. I mean, there's so many things that go into it. You know, it's a different group. While system might still be very similar, it's a different group, and you know, things are happening quickly, and being able to mesh. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I think we've seen that in.
And everything is altered. The plan was evident as soon as Clark was drafted. Construct around her, let her go, allow her to transform the game. However, White is now making her learn a system that deprives her of everything that rendered her unstoppable in Iowa.
Caitlin Clark as the star. Everything else is wrapped around her, and everything else is revolving around her. She's Rookie of the Year in the WNBA.
Caitlin Clark is the star player of the WNBA.
The freedom and pace have vanished, and now the identity of the Fever is also fading. Stephanie's recent revelation isn't. It's dangerously shocking, because the entire system is flawed if Caitlin Clark is no longer a part of it. Caitlin Clark was more than just a draft choice from the start. She was the model. The needle is Caitlin Clark.
She went on a complete media tour. Do everybody forget about the media tour Stephanie White had prior to the season?
Build around me, a generational player with an incredible skill set. She became the Indiana Fever's #1 overall pick, showcased her during media appearances, and enticed supporters with the promise of a quick, cutting-edge, fast-paced offense.
She wants them to turn into she wants them to be old WNBA.
We're not going to peak too early, so I mean, that's a positive. But I think it's not an excuse. Everyone's playing a back-to-back.
That would ignite the WNBA. Stephanie White has changed that though. And in a split second, fans startled, she affirmed that Clark is no longer the system's focal point.
Vance is not happy with everything that has been transpiring with Caitlin Clark.
We are stuck watching an elementary school offense because Stephanie White is in over her head.
Give that some thought. The same player electrifying arenas all over the world, setting viewership records, and leading the team in assists. The nation is gradually withdrawing from the offense. Stephanie White claims that Caitlin is being forced to comply with her demands for structure. Acquire knowledge of the system.
Like, to me, y'all don't want Caitlin to be Caitlin. Y'all are old guard coaches. This is an old guard coaching staff.
In reality, though, she's handcuffing the player who was meant to revolutionize this franchise. White is making Clark a passive character rather than allowing her to take charge, accelerate, and make plays. Watch her.
Caitlin Clark, plasters over all the cracks. She realistically plasters over all the cracks of this team. This team is not structured well.
Natasha Howard is walking the ball up the court while a spot-up shooter is positioned at the top of the key. The offense isn't being controlled by Clark. No longer. Her body language and the scoreboard both reflect the fact that she is watching it crawl.
They have thrown. Caitlin Clark would throw.
Iowa Caitlin was promised to the fans. With Aaliyah Boston, you can make snap decisions and make explosive picks and rolls. Vision, tempo, and vigor.
We got all the chess pieces, but we have somebody who knows how to play checkers and not chess. 4 games in a row, we've had a double-digit lead, and we've lost the game.
What they're currently receiving is a grinded-out, slow, antiquated offense that appears to have been lifted from a WNBA 2010 playbook.
Stephanie White is going to be exposed as a fraud as a coach. She didn't assemble that team. She inherited that team. Just like she inherited Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and Kelsey Mitchell.
One analyst did not hold back. They drafted a Ferrari and insisted on keeping it in first gear. And when the fever subsides, it's not because of Caitlin Clark that their offense falters and leads vanish in the fourth quarter. Failed, it's because she's expected to endure in a system that wasn't made for her exceptional abilities.
Don't know how to rebound. Like, what are we doing here?
The player is not the issue. The philosophy is the issue. Additionally, if Stephanie White doesn't make a quick change, this superstar might be lost this season.
It makes no sense to me. It makes me feel like you're more worried about the people who've been here for years and them getting some kind of shine. That's costing us games.
Although Stephanie White claims that her system is structured, it is actually oppressive. What's happening in Indiana isn't expansion. Regression is what it is.
Sabluter did warn about this, bruh. She warned. You have to let her do what she does. That is part of her greatness.
From being the driving force behind an explosive offense, Caitlin Clark is now a supporting player in a sluggish, antiquated setup that stifles everything. She is the best. The offense is not being run by her. She is waiting for it to reach her.
Whose idea was it to bring these old dinosaurs and put them on this roster?
Additionally, you're not merely changing tactics when you take the ball away from a generational point guard. Identity is being erased by you. This is happening in front of our eyes. It's not theoretical. When Caitlin works for herself, the fever comes to life when he drives downhill, picks and rolls with Aaliyah Boston, or accelerates.
You can't come in here and try to change Caitlin Clark, the person.
They appear to be a cohesive team with direction, rhythm, and purpose. However, the moment they return to White's half-court puke ball offense, the game is lost. The distance collapses. The motion ceases.
I can't believe Caitlin Clark used her like this.
It looked like the fans is sick and tired of Stephanie White and this damn motion offense.
While teammates who aren't natural creators receive a low percentage, Caitlin turns into a decoy, is used, and lacks empowerment. Shots and make plays that are broken.
This does not sound like the team. We have our own islands, and I understand on every single team.
This locker room is split, and she uses the term different islands.
And for whom is this system specifically designed? Natasha Howard, a sluggish veterinarian who is unable to complete transitions and provides little urgency of defense. Chucking up 3 for 12 nights without any efficiency or rhythm. Victoria Vivians? Sydney Colson is not so much an offensive contributor as he is a TikTok celebrity.
Now watch this. Now did y'all see the coach grab her? Watch this. Y'all see this? Wow. Why is she grabbing her? For getting the crowd hype like she ain't supposed to do that. Look at how she grabbing. Look at the hand on the arm. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Players all around Caitlin Clark don't give her praise. Additionally, rather than modifying the system, Stephanie White is using them to showcase her strengths. Now let's discuss pace. Caitlin set the pace at Iowa. She shaped it, pushed it, and dictated it. She engaged in controlled chaos while playing.
Caitlin Clark effect seems to be crazier than year one.
I love watching her score and just everything about her.
They went the extra mile just to watch her play here.
This is great news for women's basketball, period.
Caitlin Clark is the GOAT.
She signed my jersey. So happy, I'm crying. I'm so happy. This is the best day ever.
Caitlin Clark is the needle mover.
She is the needle mover.
She is the franchise player.
And she was the MVP. She is the main draw.
She wasn't the one who was full sprinting down the court.
Dropping dimes in motion, reading at breakneck speed, and thriving in transition.
Anytime Caitlin Clark's been knocked to the ground, anytime Aaliyah Boston's been punked, anytime Lexi Hull's been beat up, Sophie Cunningham's been beat up, any more concern about somebody on the other team than from her own team.
Please leave CC Rocks in the comments if you agree with Caitlin Clark. The Fever currently plays some of the league's slowest basketball. Things drag. The shot clock is running low. The vitality has vanished. Additionally, every game feels like a struggle against the same thing. Caitlin does it instinctively. Make. And Caitlin is not the only one who is suffering. The whole team is involved. She is no longer as intimidating to opposing defenses as they were weeks ago. Why? Since they are acquainted with Stephanie White. Won't allow her to assume control. They are aware that she is slowed down by the playbook. they are aware that she cannot be in charge of the company. And that's an issue that